Hello, this is Jcamera here, and today I am going to be taking a look at the Scarecrow action figure made by DC Direct, or now known as DC Collectables, from the lineup of figures for the video game Batman Arkham Asylum in Series 1, released in 2009, 2010. The figures, anyway, the game was released in 2009, I know that. Now, I know what yous are all thinking if yous have seen my other, videos on these figures. Where is the box? Well, this isn't my first take, because I made some mistakes in that one. I kept constantly pausing, which, yeah, I do a lot, but not to that consistent rate. And I didn't exactly, knew how the figure function because I didn't have enough time with it, and I accidentally pressed the stop button at one point, and all of his issues combined together, I eventually jumped to the conclusion that I had to do another one, a slightly better one, even if I personally don't exactly hold my videos to a particularly high standard. I do feel like one day I'm going to fix the thumbnails at the very least. But the video quality, what you see and what I'm talking about is good enough for the videos. And besides, they're reviews of toys. You really wouldn't be expecting high quality in them exactly. So I would show you the box, but I do not have it. It's got the Batman cow, and actually, one second. I actually have a pamphlet from it. So if I move the figure and accessory out of the way. So this would be the background of the figure. This is the video game cover, just without the logo or Batman on it. It has the warning, ages 14 and up, not for children under 3 years. So if you have children that young, do not give them to them. This is for collectors. These are not toys, even if they might kind of function like ones, but this is for purely collectors, like myself. So here's the description. So I'm sure that you can read it. Just take a time in the video to pause. So here are the 4 figures from Series 1. There's Batman, the Joker with Scarface, Harley Quinn, and the Scarecrow. I've already looked at Batman and the Joker before. Harley Quinn's the only one that I haven't reviewed yet, so expect a review of this character right here. And inside, you actually see more advertisements from this company's figures based around the game, including a black and white statue. Do not expect me to review that. I have no interest. Sorry, not sorry. Then we have the Series 2 line of figures, including Armored Batman, Victor Zsasz, Poison Ivy, and Bane. So when I review Harley Quinn, being the final one, I'll take a look at this wave as well. So here's the figure. The only unique accessory to him is this bag of fear toxin that he has at one point in the game during the sewers section when Batman's trying to collect the plant spores from Killer Croc's lair and Scarecrow's final encounter. I'm not going to spoil the game, but... And you're supposed to hold it with this hand here. Now, there's a problem with that, but I'm not going to get to that just yet. So the base is pretty standard, could use more flair, but it's fine, I guess. Like, if it had the logo on it, or even like detail, like it could be like on a rooftop or on concrete, or even in like Arkham Asylum itself, like they could have been a little more creative than just this. Maybe even added two pegs. Especially as Scarecrow cannot stand well without it, or without leaning on a wall. So, the problem I said earlier with the bag, well, I cannot get it into this hand right here. Like, seriously, that's a problem. Like, I've tried my best to fit this in, and no matter what I do, it's not working. If I'm doing something wrong, please let me know. But like, those are the two big issues right out of the way. And this part here falls out. I think it's because of me. Like, when I was unboxing it, I accidentally like pulled on this, and yeah, I had to tack it back because I had that near me. So yeah. And to me, it doesn't look quite as distracting as tape to me, so I'm probably gonna like find another way to fix that later, but so the figure does make up for it with great design. Like, this is pretty accurate to the game. I may as well talk about his character design in the game. Like, it's basically Scarecrow and Freddy Krueger meshed into one. The like hood is a good nod to the hat. You have this, which is pretty cool. Like, instead of just spraying it, you like the thing that Freddy Krueger does, like with the claw hand. What else? There's, of course, like, the color scheme's still there, the eyes, suit up mouth, and yeah, it's all there. This version is pretty skinny and very dusty or sandy. Like, this has to be like his, like, what he looks like without his clothes, which, yeah, makes him more insane, I guess. I mean, it is Arkham Asylum after all. It is kind of what you should be expecting. This one actually does strike me for being a relatively tall figure, or at least taller than I expected, which I'll measure him later in comparison to other things, if anyone wants to know, like, the scale, but the strength of this figure, other than its design, is definitely articulation. Like, he definitely makes up for all the like lack of standing and able to hold the accessory. Like, he does make up for it with being able to like move his head like up and down. So the head has pretty good articulation. Like, you can go like 90 degrees, I'd say. Like, oh yeah, it does do 360, so if you absolutely want to, you can. Which does actually make him all scarier, which is like his character gimmick, so yeah. Up and down. Like, his shoulders can move up and down. Like, even, like, the straps there can move. He has elbow joints. The glove disappointingly doesn't move. But, okay, I guess. Same thing on this one. Able to move here and have elbow joints. The legs also can move. Like the feet can move. This one seems to be a lot easier. Maybe it's because it doesn't have the peg. I don't know, but and you can like move the legs like forward and back. There's no knee joint for some reason, which I think there should have been, because it would have definitely fixed his standing. Like, I think he could have, like, done okay with standing up, and so you can, like, get more out of the character. Like, I get why they did the stance, because it's accurate to the game, because it is often like that, but there's honestly not really much else to say. So, let's measure him, I guess. So here he is next to my other Arkham Asylum figures. So, as you can see, he is shorter than Joker and Batman. Batman in the game is 6'2", and Scarecrow in the game is 6 feet, if read the bios. Joker in the bios says 6 feet, but in the comics he's 6'5", which I'd say Joker's around us, he's more 6'1", Scarecrow would be more 5'8", I'd say. 5'6" at the absolute least, but I'll admit, he was surprisingly taller than I thought. I didn't think he was going to be Mad Hatter levels of small, but... So if he's got these figures, he's going to be shorter than them, but... legs definitely are a little bit chunkier than Joker's, and his arms are around, the same level. His head looks, not bonier, a little wider. He's definitely smaller than Batman. He stands, around, let's see... Hold on a second. I know this is a little annoying, but... He stands around roughly 15 centimeters tall. So, if you don't use use measurements outside of America, there you have it. So, he has a couple of problems, unfortunately pretty big ones, not being able to use his accessory, at all, making it, useless. And, standing up is a pain, it's a problem. To be fair, Batman, with the cape, has a bit of trouble standing, but, yeah. He is the best, out of the three, posability-wise, but worst standing-wise. I'd say around the same score as the Joker, maybe a little lower. So, 7.82 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all soon.